Well, good morning. Here's another episode. It's good to see all you back again. What we're going to be doing today is on the F250. I told you on a previous video that we're going to be changing the whole brakes, everything from the brakes to the calipers, to the rotors, emergency brake, all of that good stuff. Right over there. So what we're going to do is we'll start with the tire, take the tire off, and then start get some nuts and bolts together, and well, let's just get it done. Okay, I'm back. I'm joined with Max, who's going to be right on top of it. He's going to tell me everything that's underneath here and how it's going to be bolted on and everything. Well, let me show you what I got so far. I got to the point where I got everything off. I'll be replacing the bushings. I have to put the back plate on. This is to protect the rotor and the brake shoes, the emergency brake shoes. So I've gotten to the point where I've got the other one out. I had to rip it apart. Let me see if I can. Got the other piece ripped off. And this, believe it or not, is what this is. So now these are seated bolts. They'll go in once I tighten them in the back here. You can see if I can get it tightening up here like this. There's 4 of them. They hold the brake, emergency brake cable in to here, which expands when you pull on it. It expands the brake shoes. So yeah, like this will hold in. Then when you hit the brake, the emergency brake, it expands the shoes out just like a regular old car would. So I've gotten this part so far, and it's been relatively easy. Though there was not a keyway in this, which surprised me. But maybe it's on the bearings, the new bearings. I don't know. Anyway, so that's where we are so far. We've got this on. Now I'm going to finish tightening up these bolts. Then I'm going to start working on so Max and I are back, and here's what we got. We've got the back plate back in. We've got the brake shoes in, and then we've got the springs. On the springs that go on the front, there's a big one that goes on the back. On the inside, there's a long yellow one that goes on the top. Make sure that when you install that, you install it so that the spring sits up, or it'll rub on your hub inside here when you put it back in. Just another little tip if you're interested. This is going to be our caliper. Voila. Okay, so we got this on, that on, caliper on. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're also going to put on the Oh, it doesn't hurt as well. Spray have an oil on them. Spray them down with a brake cleaner. It doesn't hurt to take that and get that all right out of the way, so that when you put your new brake caliper on, your brake. This is the rotor. Put your brake caliper on. It won't slip on the new shoes. And if you're going through the whole thing like I just did, it doesn't make any sense to have to go back and do it again. So that being said, let's get the new brake caliper and connect it. Okay, and this will be the new caliper that goes on. This is the new caliper, brand new, not rebuilt. Now, a little cleaner. And now we can get you in here so you can see. So the new brake shoes, you always have to grease them. Make sure you grease the backs. All of it in there. Looks nice. New bleeder. Everything's in. New backing plate. New rotor. New bearings. Now let's snap that tire back on. Okay, so now we're bleeding the brakes. This is my new tool. It's designed for when you're bleeding the brakes by yourself. Nothing fancy. Hooks up to air. And then there's a little hose that runs through it. And you connect, you can see the little up in here. you put the little rubber boot on it. And once you put the rubber boot on it, then you have a trigger here for air, so you can actually bleed it. Right from here. It takes all the air bubbles out. But last year I did the whole front. I went through the whole, just what you saw me do in this video. I went through the whole front, got it all taken care of. Everything's brand new, brake wise, steering wheel, bearing wise. I went through the controller arms in the front, steering. The frame is in good shape. It's just that the body, I got to pull the body out, which I'll have another video for you for that. The body is going to come off. I've got the rails that go underneath it. So it's going to, I mean, hey, it's got a couple of holes here and there in the bed. The body, I'm doing the cab corners. When the bed is off, I'll finish up on the cab corners. And when it's all done, I'll body fill it, or, you know, paint it. And it's done. It runs like a top, knock on wood. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm not spending another $60,000 on a truck. And that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. So if you like the videos, give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe, it's free. Any comments? Feel free, go to bed. I'll listen. And we'll see you next time. Talk to you soon.